It's a multi-agency ice rescue training exercise. That is what's taking place at Maumee Bay State Park as Jerusalem Township firefighters run through multiple training scenarios. You can see them getting ready. This was them this morning, and we are going to take you there live. That is where we find our 13 Action News reporter, Matt Mergen. Matt, good morning.
Yeah, Alexandria, the Jerusalem Township Fire Department is going to be working through multiple different exercises and going through several different rescues out here on the ice. Now, I'm joined by Jim Wolf. He's the Deputy Chief of the Jerusalem Township Fire Department. Jim, talk to me a bit more about what we got going on today and the different saves you guys will be doing.
So we got multiple different entities. We got state, federal, and local groups out here today participating, practicing different scenarios, whether it be medical emergencies on the ice or people that actually have broke through and fallen through. So we're going to be practicing reach rescues, throw rescues, and go rescues, depending on every scenario.
Talk to me about the gear you guys got on as well. You guys, you're all decked out in your gear, getting ready for this this practice.
Yeah. So this morning, Mother Nature is nice and cold. So everybody that's out doing a go rescue, they're in a full encapsulated suit. It is a PFD or a water flotation. So again, they have the buoyancy they need to stay afloat, but it also gives them the thermal protection they need to stay warm and out of the elements.
Talk to me a bit more about kind of the different rescue types, like you were saying. There's a self-rescue, and then there's a couple other ones.
So again, obviously, when we get to a scenario or we get to a situation, if we can get the person the tools they need by verbally talking to them and giving them the tools they need to get out of the water, that's great, right? We don't have to put ourselves in harm's way. But when you get in that cold water, your body starts to shut down. It's naturally going to protect itself, so we lose that dexterity in our hands and being able to get out. So we go out and we can reach them with a pole, a ladder. We can throw them a rope, pull them out, or we may have to go in and get them and physically pull them out of the water.
Last question I have for you. Any of your newer officers that are out here doing this for the very first time, what's the #1 key thing of advice that you would give them today?
So again, the ice scenario or the ice environment is very dynamic. It's always changing. If someone goes through, obviously that ice is weak, be prepared. You're probably going to end up with them, but we don't want to take that ice shelf away from them. That's their lifeline. So we want to approach them from behind. We want to make sure that we're giving them the tools to be successful as they go out in the community to protect everybody that's here, either in the recreational fishing or that live here.
Chief, well, thank you so much for doing this interview with us today. We're going to continue to follow this. We'll have more at 9:30. We'll send it back to Alexandria in the studio.
All right, Annie, thanks so much. Now, keeping winter safety a top priority, a multi-agency ice rescue training is happening now. We'll take you live to the shores of Lake Erie when we return. It's a multi-agency ice rescue training exercise. Now, that is what's taking place at Maumee Bay State Park right now as Jerusalem Township firefighters run through multiple training scenarios. And that is where we find our 13 Action News reporter, Matt Mergen. He is out there right now. He is suited up, ready to go to show us a little bit more about what's going on. Matt.
We are out here at Maumee Bay State Park. We're doing the saves here. The Jerusalem Township Fire Department is practicing their ice rescues. And now we've gotten into the water, and in this specific scenario, I am the victim. I'm in distress. I'm clawing at the ice. I've fallen in, and that is when they're going to provide the sling saves, what this one is called. So I'm going to have the firemen come on over here to perform the sling slave. Like I said, I'm in the water. I'm in distress. We're panicking. We're trying to get the help that we need, and come on over. And like I said, this is the sling save. So when we do the sling save, the fireman's goal is they want to maintain control of the victim here by putting both arms through the sling. And like I said, they're going to try and get both arms here. And once they get both arms, that is when they're going to pull you out of the water. And that is when other firemen are also on standby here to help maintain control, and they are pulling out of the water using the ropes here. So that way they can get the victim that was in distress out of the ice as quickly as possible, just like that. Look at that. And like I said, they're practicing the saves here. They've been doing it for the past couple hours. We'll keep you updated as they continue to practice, and we'll have more on this later this evening. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Matt, thanks so much. Lots going on out there right now. Like you said, that is a multi-agency training exercise out there. Jerusalem Township, along with several other local fire departments, are out there making sure that everybody is well trained on that winter ice safety.
Well, they're keeping winter safety top of mind. Local fire departments putting their teams and their gear to the test for ice rescue safety today. 13 Action News reporter Matt Mergen got a first-hand look at how they're preparing. He suited up for the story and brings us the new details.
The Jerusalem Township Fire Department is practicing ice rescues today here at Maumee Bay State Park, and we're about to get in the water.
It was a day to perfect their skills on Lake Erie. Jerusalem Township and Toledo Fire and Rescue spent the day running through different scenarios on how to best perform these saves.
Medical emergencies happen. We don't know when they're going to happen, right? So this is giving all the teams the availability to kind of look at the equipment they have and look at what other departments are doing, best practices, and we get to talk about different scenarios we've had in our home jurisdictions.
The departments practiced several different approaches. I suited up and hit the ice to see the rescue firsthand. Jerusalem Fire showing me the sling technique, where a sling flotation device is wrapped around the victim to pull them out.
So that way they can get the victim that was in distress out of the ice as quickly as possible, just like that. Look at that. And like I said, they're practicing the saves here.
Having that time to collaborate with everybody, it really helps us to learn from other jurisdictions that have a little bit more exposure to it.
Some rescues are 500 yards away, and in one scenario, they are going as far as 2 miles out on the ice. The fire department wants to remind the public that no ice is safe ice. Reporting from the shores of Lake Erie, Matt Mergen, 13 Action.